Okay, so here's the problem. We have this particular figure, and it says AB is equal to BC. E is the midpoint of segment AC. F is the midpoint of segment AB. And then we're asked to find the measure of angle FDE to the nearest degree. Alright, so I just filled it up with some information. So since they said that AB and BC was 2, I know that this whole thing is 2, but I know that these individually are 1s. Same thing on this side. These are individually 1s since E is the midpoint, and this whole thing is 2. Since they have this 90-degree angle, I knew that there was some way I was going to have to probably use a trig function in order to figure out these missing degrees for angles, because my goal is to figure out what this angle is right here. So what I did was I separated it so that I can see it clearly. I separated it into like a separate triangle. So I will call this triangle triangle FDC, FBC. Alright, so the whole BC side was 2 degrees. The FB side is 1. Alright, since we need to figure out the angles in this particular figure, my goal is to figure out what this particular angle is. Alright, so looking at, I'm trying to figure out angle F in here, and I'm given the relationship of opposite over adjacent. I know that that's the tangent function. So the tangent of angle F is equal to 2 over 1, or the tangent of angle F is equal to 2. So with that said, I got to use the inverse function. So the inverse of angle F is 2. So that's when I use my calculator. So in order to do this part, I use the second tangent button, and I figured out what it would be of 2. Don't forget to make sure your calculator is in degrees. When I looked at it, it said that it was 63.43494882. So I took that and I used 63.43. So the measurement of angle F is equal to 63.43 degrees. That's what I put right here. 63.43. Now we can figure this out because remember it's in a triangle. So I mean, you could just do 90 minus that, but if you need to see the whole thing, you could do 63.43 plus the 90. You get, and then take that and subtract it from 180. Alright, you end up with a 7. So 26.57 is this particular angle. So I could put that up here. 26.57. Alright, but that doesn't mean I need this angle right here, so I'm just going to leave that alone for right now. So then we could turn it around, and we're given this particular one. So now we have triangle ABE. I already need to know what angle E is. I know that this side is 2. I know that this side is 1. And if you look at it, I need to figure out this angle right here. But that's very similar to what we just did. So that means that this angle is going to be the same degrees as the one was over here when you have that tangent situation, but I'll write it out. So we'll have the tangent of angle E, opposite over adjacent, is equal to 2 over 1. So I got to figure out the inverse tangent of what 2 is. So I know that to be 63.43. So that gives this as 63.43 as well. So if you look at the figure FDEB, that figure is a quadrilateral. And we know that the angles inside of a quadrilateral add up to be 360 degrees. So you add all of these up and subtract it from 360 and you get the answer. So 63.43 plus 63.43 plus 90. That gives you 6, 8, 6. So about 216.86. Make sure my math is right. That's 12 plus 9. Okay. So because we're still dealing with the quadrilateral, we're going to take all of those and subtract 360 minus this. Not going to be exact because I rounded. You get a 4, 1, 3. Oops, forgot the. So that leaves this as about 143.14. And since they asked you to round to the nearest degree, it's 143 degrees.